Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and film a short video of a carousel tag flip that I've been working on. It's now finished and it's going to go as part of a big Happy Mail package to my friend Tira Snail Mail because we agreed to do a carousel swap, a carousel inspired swap. I'm really sorry about my voice. I have caught a cold. I feel like everywhere I go at the moment around Sydney, everyone is sick, and I couldn't escape it this time. I picked it up for my two kids as they were in daycare, and they've both got running noses and sore throats, and yeah, I guess it got to me now. At the end of this video, I'm also going to show you the finished embellishment pocket letter that I put together, and in each of the pockets of that pocket letter is the embellished cards that I showed you in my last video, my last mini haul video at the end of that video, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like now that it's in the big pocket. I hesitate to call it a pocket letter because when I make those big embellishment clear pockets, there's no letter. And there's no trinkets or paper clips or things that one usually puts in a pocket letter, so I have to actually think of a new term for it, and I'm open to ideas, so if anyone can suggest a name for it, drop it in the comments below. Without further ado, here is the tag flip that I made. As I mentioned before, it is a carousel tag flip for the most part, but I was also a little bit cheeky and snuck in some Gather and Chasing Dreams, which I thought actually complemented the colours in this tag flip quite nicely. So yep, I'll also post close-up pictures of each of these tags on my Instagram, so if you want to head over and have a look, feel free to do so. My Instagram handle is @papermilkshake, and I'm based here in Sydney, Australia. I post lots and lots of pictures of my projects, and I hope you have fun browsing over there. So at the front of the tag flip, I added this little tassel that I made the other day and also posted on Instagram. So I bought a We Are Memory Keepers tassel loom, and I've been having a lot of fun making tassels with it. And here are just a couple of beads that I added from the dollar shop. Then I added a paper tassel from the Cute Girl collection. And if you saw my last haul video, I actually bought these tassels from scrapbook.com. Then I've got a little unicorn charm, which is from Flea Market Fancy. I think it's from Hobby Lobby or Tuesday Morning. But one of my really good friends, MK Julia, or her Instagram handle is MK Julia, her name is Julia, of course. She did a really fun haul for me and did a Hobby Lobby and Tuesday Morning shop, because we don't have Tuesday Morning and Hobby Lobby in Australia. She was so kind to buy a whole bunch of Flea Market Fancy charms, and this little unicorn is one of them. Yeah, he's super cute. Okay, so this first tag is actually a little acetate shaker tag, so I filled it up with little gold and pink sequins and decorated with a couple of pieces from the ephemera, plus a vellum trim behind that, and then popped a little ticket from the cutout of the carousel 12x12s, and then I put a little star, a Dear Lizzie star on top of that. This glitter and white border is also from the Carousel ephemera pack. This next piece is also a cutout from the Carousel 12x12. It's really, really pretty because it's actually a picture of the carousel, and it's got some really nice pastel colours through it, and I love using it. So all I did here was stitch some labels and a sentiment and backed it up with some turquoise tulle and some pink thread. This one you would have actually seen from my last video. It's just an embellish carousel cutout plus some ephemera that I've added to it. The 2 stars and the button are also from the Carousel collection. So yeah. This piece is also from the Carousel ephemera pack. When I make tag flips, I usually combine a whole bunch of hand stitch and hand crafted tags, but I also think it doesn't hurt to add something pre-made, so to speak, and things that you don't really need to touch or embellish. So this this ticket came directly from the ephemera pack, and all I did was punch a hole in it. Then this is a little shaker tag which I made using also an ephemera from the Carousel ephemera pack, and stitch a couple of details in there and added some sequins into a pocket. And I've been having a lot of fun playing with the different stitch settings on my Janome sewing machine, like this one, if you can see that closely. I've had my Janome for over 20 years. It's a sewing machine that my grandmother gifted to me back in high school when I studied textiles and design, and I still use it. It's still functioning. I absolutely love it. I've recently had to replace the push pedal because the spring in it popped off, but Janome actually have replacement spring pedals that you can buy, and that's what I've done. So it's all back in working order again. Then there's this tag. The back of the tag itself actually comes from the interactive cards from the Carousel collection, and it actually came in this yellow pocket, but I took the tag out and decided to just embellish it on its own. I think you could quite easily make the same thing even without a die cut, just by grabbing a library card and cutting it to shape. And both these pieces are from the ephemera pack. Then there's this tag. The gold acetate is part of the Maggie Holmes Heritage collection, but I thought it looks really cool in this Carousel tag flip because it's so girly and glittery. All I did here was add a chipboard kite sticker from the Carousel chipboard pack and added a sentiment. This one's probably my favorite tag, but I'm a little bit disappointed with what I did here because well, okay, basically one of my friends, Michelle Smith, sent me some mini envelopes, and all I did was add this beautiful ice cream ephemera piece to it and popped a couple of sequins on. I then decided to mount it onto a vellum piece that I stitched together, and the idea was to fill the vellum pocket with either sequins or pom-poms. So I decided to fill it up with pom-poms, but you can't see it, and you can only see it when you turn it upside down. So kind of disappointed about how it turned out, but hopefully Tira will be pleasantly surprised when she flips it over. This is another piece that I didn't do anything at all except punch a hole. This is a Ferris wheel from the from the Carousel interactive card pack. Super cute. This tag is where I cheated. It's it's a mix of everything. This paper's from the Heritage collection, and then the ephemera pieces inside are from the, I want to say, Chasing Dreams collection, or Confetti. I actually think it might be Confetti. And I've grabbed a Gather Project Life card and just put that together. Another piece that's just from the interactive card set. So this one's really, really cute. It's a carousel with a horsey that moves up and down. This is really the first time I've used the Carousel interactive cards because I really wasn't sure what to do with them when I bought them, but really glad I've been able to incorporate it into a tag flip. Excuse me. This one I have no friggin' idea where I got these little different pieces from. It's probably just from my extras slash spares slash stuff that I haven't used up, and they all match each other, and I love tickets, so I've just sewn something together using a zigzag stitch and put some cotton candy, not real cotton candy, but cotton candy inspired filling inside to make this tag. And this paper's from the Carousel collection. Here's another one of those interactive cards. As I said, I pulled out the library card and filled it up with this little trick bag that I made using some ephemera and trick bag that I received from Dilly D. Really at the end, this is also one of my favorite tags from this tag flip, which is a happy shaker card. The zebra is from the ephemera pack, and this little banner is from the banner, and the happy comes from the sticker thing, the carousel sticker thing. You know what I'm talking about. And then lastly, I showed this in my other video, it's the massive, not sure what I'm going to do with tag. I had thought about using it to decorate a treat bag or a Happy Meal package, but decided that it would actually be a really fun addition to the tag flip. And yeah, I really love making tag flips with assortment of shapes and sizes. I think it really adds fun and dimension to a tag flip. You can be as creative as you want with tag flips. You don't need any kind of dies to do it, because you can make an assortment of shapes and sizes, and they don't even have to look like a tag. There are heaps and heaps of YouTubers and Instagrammers out there who are so inspirational when it comes to tag flips, and they do really fun and creative things with it. So I hope you all give it a go. You don't have to use a Carousel collection. And I think the beauty about Maggie Holmes collections is you can mix and match them. You can just stick with one collection if you want to, and you're guaranteed to come up with something really, really fun. Thanks for watching my video. I hope everyone is feeling a little bit better than I am right now. And I will, almost forgot, sorry. My cold affected brain forgot to show you what I promised I would show you, which is the pocket letter thingy-majig. Not sure how much of it you can see, but I will move it up. Yeah, really happy with how this turned out as well. So these are all the embellished ephemera that I showed you in my last video, and all I've done is add them to this massive pocket letter pocket. Added some sequins and stitched the top of them. When I make these, I actually use my longest stitch setting, and I don't back stitch at the end of them, and that gives my recipient the option to leave it as is, which is quite secure on its own, or actually grab a quick unpick and unpick all that thread to access the sequins and the embellishments themselves. So this is a little pom-pom hair clip that I got from Cotton On Kids, and that cute girl tassel again. I wasn't kidding when I said I love using tassels in my projects. And similar to the unicorn charm, this is a llama charm from Flea Market Fancy as well. Let's close up of the other pockets. And I made a little another little tassel that I added to a paper clip. that is it. So thank you all again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, this little project share video. If there's anything in particular you'd like me to film, whether it's a project share or hauls or incoming or outgoing happy mail, drop me a comment below and I will definitely take your suggestion on board. If there's a particular collection you'd like me to explore with, I'd be more than happy to entertain that as well. In the meantime, I'm going to go and have a rest, and I will see you all next time. Bye!